So that's why I do what I do. Because we got lots of kids out here. And I'll be damned that I let them fall in between these pharmaceutical cracks. Because these surgeries, they're ugly. The way they look, the aftermath. And if you're not eating the way you're supposed to, because they don't promote the whole gluten thing. They tell you, oh, well, the healing takes anywhere between a year and more. That is nonsense. A year or more. Who's ever heard of that? It does not take that long to heal. So when I hear individuals say, well, I tried the gluten-free lifestyle, it didn't work for me. Man, I've been doing gluten-free for a month now, and I'm still messing up. Just the other day, I added this seasoning to my son's spaghetti. I forgot to scan it. And it has cheese contents. It has 5 different types of cheese contents in this stupid thing. And that reacted his flavors. Same thing with here. More cheese contents, milk contents. I didn't even think about it. The other day I was helping a young lady. And luckily her ingredients were natural. But when she mentioned lemon pepper, I went to go check my lemon pepper. And lo and behold, there's freaking milk, eggs, and wheat in this damn thing. And I'm like, dang. I gave my son wheat the other day. No wonder. Then I helped this other young lady. And I went to I have so many seasonings because I cooked so much before this. And I still do. I'm just making changes to the way I cook. Crushed red peppers. Milk contents. And wheat. And eggs. Who the hell would think there's milk in this? Not me. Man, I can see wheat. This lady online today, I was helping her out. She was eating curry last night. She woke up with 6 flares today. And she's like dying at work. And so I told her, okay, she ate curry, so I'm pretty sure that's where her flares came in. So when I look at the ingredients for curry, this is not labeled gluten-free. So if they're not labeled that way, and they have mixed items, like this one has red peppers, right? It doesn't say gluten-free. I just showed you another pepper, red peppers, and this has wheat, milk, and eggs. So when you're combining ingredients, this is where your flare comes from in the morning. But when you buy something like this, same company. Same company. Except this one is labeled gluten-free. So even though you see a bunch of stuff in the back as far as ingredients, at least you know that this is gluten-free and okay. So that means every ingredient that they've added to this one will not create a flare. So when you're mixing other stuff that don't have the GF, then just know, just because you don't see dairy on there, but you saw red flakes, like I showed you a minute ago, red flakes has dairy in it. So it's a lot. It is overwhelming in the beginning, but it gets easier, I promise. And that's what I say, like, I understand for those who said I tried it. Don't stop. Just learn from your mistakes. Learn from your errors. Learn from the oversight, because your health, your pain is worth it. It is better than being on these things and taking lab tests every 3 months. My son had to give blood every 2 to 3 months to make sure his liver wasn't damaged and to make sure his kidneys weren't damaged. And then to make sure he didn't get blood disease. You know that my son came out positive 3 times for hepatitis C? Hepatitis C. And every time I would go to the doctors, they're like, how does he have hepatitis C? He's only a kid. I'm like, I don't know. Y'all tell me, because y'all are the ones that are giving me these prescriptions. So I'm going to assume somebody either gave him the wrong needle, infected needle. I don't know. He's not sexually active. I don't have hepatitis C. I got cleared for that. So what? So, we're consuming these products, taking these pills, taking these surgeries, but nobody's ever telling us that by just doing these little changes can give you a great deal of relief. Never, not once did I say I had the cure. I don't have the cure. I wish I did, because if I did, I wouldn't charge nobody for that shit. I would just be giving it out. But what I can give is the advice on how to live pain-free. I can coach you on how to get better, because I still get better. Just this morning, I posted something on one of the groups, and the lady even corrected me, and I was thankful for it. Because I didn't know whey was in the milk family. I was like, no way. And when I went to go look up the definition of it, I'm like, oh, it's a liquid. It's liquid remains from strained milk. I'm like, are you shitting me right now? So I've seen whey in a few products that I've given my son, and never did I realize that I was giving him milk. It's just in a different name. So I was like, all right. And we put those in protein shakes. So if you're drinking protein shakes and you think you're healthy, but you still got boils, well, I mean, you're kind of healthy, I mean, I guess, but that's contributing to your boils. So you know, really, your body just can't handle it. It can't digest it for whatever reason. And then cigarettes. I was talking to another young lady last night. I read her post. She's not my daughter, but I felt really bad for her, because I know how she feels. I saw my son and how she felt. And I reached out to her. We chatted up until I think 1:30 o'clock at night. Come to find out, after figuring out all what she does not eat, she smokes. I was like, I knew it. I knew I was going to find it. I'm like, I will find what's making you leak. And I found it, cigarettes. So if you smoke, cigarettes have MFS. MFS is gluten, if you didn't know. And that's why you're leaking. That's why you're getting boils. That's why you're getting cysts. That's why you're getting open tunnels, lesions. So always check your ingredients is basically the purpose. There was two purposes for this post. One, you do have the ability to live pain-free and still manage your HS. It just takes a little bit of work. Trial and error. Lessons learned. You develop and become an expert. And you teach whoever's around you that same information. Because that's the only way that this community, the individuals that are part of the HS community, that is the only way that this community can thrive, is to see that there is hope. Because there is hope. Don't ever think that surgery and these pharmaceutical meds are the only option for you, because they're not. You do have the ability to make those changes so that way your body can digest this food, because that's all your body needs to do. It just wants to digest what you're putting in your mouth, instead of it coming out of different areas of your body. And that way you can resume back to normal, back to regular, to where HS is like it's not even going to be a thought, you know. But there's a gluten-free scanner. I promote the heck out of that, because that makes life so much easier. Just always check your seasoned meats when you buy it. If you're buying prepackaged salads, make sure you scan it. Sometimes the contents in there already have gluten or wheat. And canned goods, canned meats, some bacon. You know, there's a bacon that I would buy all the time because it was cheaper, and I can't buy it anymore. So this was just, I just thought it was funny just to see something on a support group's profile, and then to be thrown out of that support group for promoting something that they saw was even a benefit. But anyways, but I will probably have more. My son is doing really great, for those who did ask. And If you ever need help or more information as far as like these ingredients, you're more than welcome to reach out. But please, if you are HS and you've been diagnosed or you believe you have HS, try it. Do it for 3 days. I challenge you to do a no dairy, no wheat for 3 days. Because that's all it takes to feel it. In 3 days, you will see a difference in your leakage and your drainage. It'll be like that example I gave you in the beginning of this video. Your leaks is like a faucet. It's going to start to slow until it tightens up. And man, does that feel good. Because my son feels really good to know that he doesn't have to have gauze, have tattoo wrap all over his body. All because we were able to control, or just not even control, it's just find out that ingredient that was throwing my body off. That's all it is. And for the people that have already accepted this lifestyle of pain and have become very dependent on the pharmaceutical drugs, that is your option to remain on that. Your option. But do not make it sound like that is the only option out there. Because it's not. If you've accepted it, that's fine. But there are plenty other people who are willing to put in that effort in changing that one little ingredient so that way their kid can play football, basketball, baseball, be in track, be an athlete, be a writer, adventurer. If you want to stay in that bed and want to have that sympathy, that is your choice. But for the parent like myself, I don't want that for my son. I don't want my son to have anybody feel sorry for him. I want my son to thrive and become somebody. Not to be known as a picture on this stupid HS Connect wall for surgery pictures. That is some BS right there. Anyways, hope. I promote hope. And I'm going to be on that HS parent night. I will be there. If y'all want to kick me out, that's fine. But I will be there, just so you'll know. Just because I like to be present. Especially when they don't want me to be there. But enjoy a morning, guys. For those who do have HS, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I will continue. Because this is, I've seen so many people. There's a lot of people who've already started. And I see progress. I'm hearing progress. And it's amazing to know that there are other people that are out there experiencing the same energy that my son is experiencing. Is there going to be a little bit of areas of swoops? You go down. Yeah. But you know what? You can get back up. You have the option to get back up and do it again the next day. And just know that, hey, I caught that. I caught that oversight. And I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. Because it's a live and learn. Live and learn. And I want to be able to live. And I want to see my son live. Enjoy your day, guys.